So I'm pretty excited to see what the world or what the league has to bring, because I think we have that strength down the middle with Suzuki and Deneau.
Suzuki's just that next level smart, eh? He really could handle it.
You saw him break ankles last night, hey?
Huh?
You saw him break ankles last night?
Oh, yeah. Oh, big time.
Who was that?
Yeah. Break ankles, and then he's in the fucking slot, diving, trying to block shots. Like, the kid is unbelievable.
He's everywhere. He does it all. Such a 200-foot game, this kid. Like, and he does it with pizzazz. You know, it's not black and white and just like, okay, it's a good two-way center. Like, I want to see a two-way center. It's fucking exciting. We got one.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's so great to watch him every night. I remember my buddy who's a massive diehard Ottawa Senators fan, and we went to see Nick Suzuki play, just for him, play in the playoffs right down the street here at the Ottawa Civic Center when he was playing for Guelph against the Ottawa 67s. You saw it then. Just the kid's just head and shoulders above the rest of everybody else out there. Just the way he handles the puck, the way he skates, the way he carries himself. It's just he's one step ahead all the time. And I think, like, he may not necessarily be a full step ahead of everybody on the NHL level, but he's getting there, man. And he's demonstrating that every night. And I think, he's going to be a huge difference maker. He was already a difference maker in the play-ins, as far as I'm concerned. When we're talking about playoffs, you talk about Phil Deneau and Nick Suzuki, I think is going to – I don't want to say he's going to surpass Deneau in terms of being one of those, like, being a very, very important guy to, shut down that number one center on the opposition, but he could probably do it, and that's an amazing – it's an amazing weapon to happen – or to have, yeah.
Had a good test already, and it's like, how do you get a better 1-2 punch than that? The big thing for me, though, is over the full season, then they go into like a full playoff. Is he going to have the same execution?
At the right time, right? Yeah.
That's the big test. And if he passes that test, we've got a fucking future Hall of Famer on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
I also wonder how much pressure he's alleviating from guys like Kotkaniemi and Drouin. Like, honestly, I mean, we were talking about this on the podcast. Like, the best thing for Drouin is to get lost in the crowd. And, with all of these new additions, I feel like that's likely going to happen, that there's not going to be as much pressure on his shoulders. But, like, Suzuki is sort of the centerman that everyone expected Kotkaniemi to be or to be. And I'm not saying he won't turn into that type of centerman, like a good 200-foot player, but I don't even think – and it doesn't seem to faze him. I don't even think he realizes how much pressure he's taking off their shoulders by being as good as he is and as smart as he is. Like, I just don't think he realizes that how good he's doing for them as well. You know what I mean? And it's like, because a lot of pressure was, as soon as Kotkaniemi was drafted, there was this pressure on him. And then, of course, he gets sent down to Laval, and it's like crisis mode and et cetera. And then we have Suzuki, and it's like, wait a minute, got two guys like this. And then Suzuki just sort of takes it to the next level. And I think inadvertently he's really taking the pressure away from those guys, like a little bit, not all of it, obviously, because you can't do that in this town. But I don't know. It's not just what he does on the ice. I think he's actually. I mean, look at what happened when they put Drouin and Suzuki together against Philadelphia. I mean, they almost single-handedly made that. Took that series to Game 7. And then who knows? So, yeah, he's a special, special player. You know what I mean? Like, just the ability to take on more than he needs to without really caring about it, and letting it affect him. That's like this type of thing a guy like Carey Price does. You know what I mean? Like you said, Matt, like the potential for this kid is undoubtedly more than, I think we're giving him credit for right now. Like, I think he really is the real deal.
Yeah, it's a big test to come, but they're gonna come at him fast, and we'll know very soon. But yeah, it's very exciting to have this type of player in our lineup. There's no way we're trading this guy for Pierre-Luc Dubois. There's no way.
I don't understand that.
That clip was from my sit down with the boys from the From Failing Hands podcast. A link to their podcast is down in the description, and if you want to watch my full sit down with them,
That link is down there as well.